All right. Why hating on Kai Cenat is cool now. We got it by that boy FvckDH. You know we got to tap in. He only dropped bangers.
Finally getting mainstream hate. And as someone who's been critical of him before everyone jumped on, I thought I'd give my 2 cents on everything that's transpired recently and maybe come to a reasonable conclusion on why I think Kai Cenat is finally getting hate. I'ma quit yambling. You already know I'm the hood Socrates, and let's actually start. Before I talk about the Team Water stuff and the Jinxie stuff and even the view botting stuff, let me start from the beginning where I think the Kai Cenat hate pot first started heating up. It was when everyone realized that Kai Cenat is merely a PR machine. At a certain point, I think we can all agree that Kai Cenat stopped showing his real personality, and it seemed to be more attuned to a child audience. That's why I call him Coco Melon Cenat, because it started to feel like his content was becoming too mainstream. His content became an amalgamation of loudness, overstimulation, and just over-the-top antics that clearly suited kids.
Hey, yeah, one, two, bing, 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 bing.
I can't watch this. This is so.
Bing, 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 bing.
I don't really got beef with Kai like that. Like I think I'm a little bit more partial to Kai than DH is, but I'm just not that type of like super energetic kind of individual. I'm not that bounce off the walls kind of guy. I feel like that's a shorter man's personality, and like Kai's like all of 5'4", so it suits him, it fits him. But when it's like this, it's a little bit of a head scratcher, cause I'm partial to you, but like I can't. The energy. There's too much going on with him a lot of times. I'm not gonna lie.
It was clips like these that started turning people off, because Kai, why are you as a grown-ass man kicking a chair and yelling fiend? You think niggas is coming home from a 9 to 5 turning that on? But let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make content that children consume, or even making content that is optimized for the child viewer. Just keep it a bean though, because I know all the grown people in my life are not tuning into a Coco Melon Cenat stream, and that's the reality of it, even if Kai wants to deny it.
I don't know who thinks and believes that I make content for kids, but you're dumb as shit if you think I'm making the content that I make is for me and other grown ass niggas, bro. If kids tune in, you gotta call their parents, gang. That ain't me. That's what I be talking. You can't blame me.
That is the correct answer.
If kids is tuning in, also, nigga, if you do your research, you dumb. Type in Cenat on Twitch, nigga. Click on my stream and see if it warns you to be 18 plus to continue further watching.
Cussing and getting turned up at the camera does not change the facts. This is literally Kai doing a Mr. Beast collab with Fireworks, and we all know Mr. Beast's target audience is primarily children. And even with Mr. Beast aside, firework wars are not something I imagine grown folks tuning into. And I'm 18, but I still have the best of both worlds, because I still consider myself a teen or a kid. Legally, I'm an adult, but people older than me would refer to me as a kid, and I personally am not tuning into a Kai Cenat stream. So being a young adult who can still relate to being a child, I'm not turning that on. So what makes you think a grown person is? My dopamine seriously gotta be in the trenches for me to turn on a Kai Cenat stream. But all of these things combined led to these stylist allegations, and that's because you have to consider what's the best way to connect with the youth, and that's to relate to them. I knew this nigga was getting coached when he started singing Yale.
I keep your hoe upstairs where she wanna. She just gotta ring the bell. Hit her from the back. She can't do nothing but yell. And she smart as got this shit out of here. Yeah.
Kai is not that tapped into the underground, bro. That's clearly someone on his team feeding him information. And let's not forget to mention the clothes that he used to wear. If all the other stylist allegations are false, he for sure had a clothing stylist, because what the fuck is this fit, man? He does not dress like this no more. And the fake reactions finally got to a point when niggas in his own chat started claiming he had a music stylist.
Like, can I just react to the music? Like how y'all gonna tell me what I did? How y'all gonna tell? Oh my, this is the shit that's so annoying, bro. Oh my god.
Crazy.
Yeah, they gonna think this is another fake reaction. This shit's so annoying because I genuinely don't know.
And it escalated even further when niggas started doing top 5 fake Kai Cenat reactions and calling it emotion stylist in parentheses in a question mark.
That's bad.
What the fuck? Did this nigga get butt ass naked in front of school? I'm gonna be in shape by December.
And eventually, Kai did respond to the entire stylist
That's
allegation
tough. That's
campaign
tough.
that had been going on against him. And in my opinion, I felt like it low-key exposed the music stylist for being real, because he says he's not even really into music.
I am not a music enthusiast. If I say the album is ass, it's ass. If I say the album is good, it's good. Whatever I rate it, I rate it.
But I showed you guys all this stuff because I believe this is where the Cenat hate started. And truth be told,
Facts,
it's kind of freaking stupid. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge fan of Kai, but this is pretty negligible stuff to dislike someone over. Obviously, fake content sucks, but in this case, it's really not that deep. It's not even the most harmful scripted stuff. It's literally just a nigga faking reactions and faking his emotions. And actually, since we're on that topic, I was getting cooked for falling for the Deshae Frost script, but that's exactly what I mean. Cenat is not doing Deshae Frost scripts. So even if that whole thing with his sister was scripted, it's still very harmful just because that's how it's depicting a black family unit. That is some of the weirdest stuff ever, and to do that for money is crazy. And that's what I compare the Cenat stylist stuff to. People were hating on him for it, but that's just not the biggest thing you can criticize Kai for. He's not pulling a Deshae Frost. So it just felt like niggas was looking for a reason to get mad, which fair enough, okay? If you're gonna hate that hard, I can't even stop you. Anyways, the pot clearly was stirring, and here's what happened next. Cenat and XQC do have a decent history of a back and forth that I believe started because XQC would make little comments here and there, which from Kai's perspective, he felt like that was sneak diss.
You was on my dick while I was gaming Elden Ring. You was in my chat offering me 25,000 for each boss that I fought. Every time you came back in, let's not even bring it up. No, let's bring up the facts, gang. Glaze me. Glaze me, because niggas talk and don't remember what they be doing. You was just on my... Wait. You was just on my dick. Gang, you was offering $50,000 to $25,000 to $50,000 for every boss I fought, nigga. What are you talking about?
Now, at a later date, XQC did admit that he understood what Kai was feeling, and that despite him personally not seeing it as a sneak diss, he gets it was weird and apologized. And XQC even said he knows that's why Kai doesn't mess with him. But he also goes a step further to say that they really just don't mix together, and that's okay.
Same with Kai. I generally think that I did some sneak diss on Kai. It was kind of weird. Like way back, in my opinion, it was a sneak diss. But I say he sees that. I apologize for that. But all the other things would not even relate to him. And he holds it against me, which is fine. But it's
I just don't like
I
XQC.
I don't with XQC. And I tell y'all niggas that all the time. I don't even want to mention that nigga name because y'all niggas know the lore behind that. But nigga, if I don't somebody, I would tell y'all niggas. Like I don't with that nigga. I would tell y'all. It's a lot of weird going on, man.
okay, well, it's all good. Yo, listen, he comes from a different like sphere of the internet than I do. Like over here, we throw shade and we do whatever, and it's not like oh, we know it's not some big deal. If he wants to make everything I say a big deal, then so fucking be it. Then we don't fuck with each other. If every single thing that's said about him is shade and he's got to stand on business, then so be it. Then our personalities just don't mix together. It's no problem. I mean,
I'll say this.
it's
To me,
not like, why would I get mad about that?
Now I'm more reading.
I don't want to act like I hate XQC. XQC to me is like, he's somebody where he's funny to laugh at, not to laugh with. Like some creators, like you watch them do certain stuff and the way they did it made it funny, or what they said or the way they said what they said made the thing funny. But he's one of those people where like he himself is usually the joke in this circumstance. Granted, the way, like his tone of voice, obviously, like the way he speaks English is also very interesting. And half the time, I almost feel like I need a translator. So that I guess kind of is funny in and of itself. But he's definitely right about that. I'm not gonna lie. Him and Kai are just like on two completely different extremes of things. Like not to say that they can't coexist or they could never like collab. I don't see them collabing. Like I guess, what game could they play together? Maybe if they were like playing like Marvel Rivals, or they were playing like COD, or they were playing Among Us, watching them bicker back and forth would be funny at that point. Like when one of them does something that the other one doesn't really rock with, or like you needed somebody to cover you in some way and then they didn't, then yeah, I could see the blend happening right there. But outside of that, I don't really. I think it just kind of depends. But for the most part, I definitely agree with XQC. Like they're just in two different kind of like niche areas. Like yes, they're both like reactionary more so than heavily leaning into video games. So XQC obviously plays more into video games than Kai does. there still is a divide there, even though they're in the same like commentary type vibe area.
The issue was that XQC was accusing Reggie and Rakai, people who were a part of Kai's camp, of viewbotting due to inconsistencies between viewage and active chatters. And then when asked about it by Ronaldo, this nigga doubled down.
This guy might be the GOAT. Like it. He's just doing it better. 1K, next day 800, next day 8K, next day 60K. That's the GOAT. I mean,
that's a bad look.
20, 30, 20. That's the absolute GOAT of streaming it. I mean, we've been doing it all wrong for like a whole decade. They were fucking stupid.
Wait, I saw you talking about something.
Viewbotters?
Yeah, what was up with that? What
Really?
happened?
They're all viewbotters. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck saying anybody these days. I'm not probably. I think that I play.
He might not be wrong. I'm not gonna lie.
I need those like collabs. I don't give a fuck. They're all viewbotters. So I don't care to say it. People become like from a.
I will give him that though. I will definitely give him that. XQC ain't never been willing to lie to prove his own point. He'll definitely just say he'll say exactly what he feels, and if you rock with it, you rock with it. If you don't, you don't. Who cares? That's his mentality towards things, and I greatly appreciate that because there's too many people in the space as a whole where like you think they're cool or you think they're friends, but in real life they either bear some underlying animosity towards one another or they just flat out just don't rock with each other. Or they could just care less for each other. So it's all like a facade, it's all an act. SQC is one of the few people where he'll just keep it a band like 200% of the time. So when he says stuff like this, some people are like, "Oh my gosh, he's so disrespectful." Da da da. Like, what proof do you have? Da, da, da. And he like looked into stuff on his own, like that last clip that we saw. That was actually kind of crazy, going from 8K view from 1,000 to 800 to whatever. That was OD. But I mean, if it happens, it happens. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you really got it like that, then you really got it like that. That's the end of the story. But it just does look suspicious, and he just called it for what it is. He's stand on business, stand on what you say. And mean it when you say it, and that's what he did. So I gotta concede. I concede that one. I give credit where credit is due. And while I'm not, like I said, I'm not a glazer of XQC. I definitely got a heck of a lot of respect for him because he's real, right? Real trumps all. 1K Andy to 20K Andy overnight. Like, bro, I mean, I've been here before. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, that shit's fucking blood out the wazoo. And I would be open to the conversation that like it's their agency doing it. It's like these new guys like. They come from Hollywood, they don't know, so like they're just trying to like it.
Now, due to previous tensions, like I mentioned, Cenat was going to respond, and he was clearly upset with what XQC was saying about his friends.
From the outside perspective, Felix, I mean, you being a grown ass man, this is not no diss or nothing. It just look like you dick eating, and it's weird. And it's like, then you say you joking, and it's like, okay, now what is it? And I got no hate towards XQC. I just want to be able to check people where they mess up. Like, come on, bro. You feel me? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I can ask Reggie. I can say, yo, bro, you know who SQC is? He don't even know, bro.
Let's just be real. This response was ass because there's just no explanation of the views being wildly different and fluctuating like XQC was saying. And it was just ad hominem, which is a logical fallacy where instead of actually addressing arguments, you go for character. His friends are being accused of viewbotting, and instead of actually proving how they're not, he told a nigga he's dick eating. Just explain, bro. That's all you had to do. And then XQC would also end up responding to this response, and he asked Kai to explain the under 40% chat rate, which if you're getting tens of thousands of live viewers, why is your chat rate so low? That's actually a great question.
You haven't seen the build up to where they at right now.
What is the story behind the 4 days in a row under 40% chat rates? Listen, forget about what I said. Forget about anything that I know or don't know. Explain what type of story or what endeavor gets you to sub 40, sub 30% validation rate in chat. Explain it. I don't know. Just explain it. 4 days, 5 days in a row. I mean, why even attack me? Attack my story. Bro.
So far, people are seeing Kai as this person who is not only fake, but he's also helping people fake it till they make it. And obviously, people are going to be against viewbotting because not everyone is doing that. You have streamers out here really trying to get it out the mud, while you have the biggest streamer backing viewbotters. That just looks crazy, allegedly. Yeah. Now let's talk about Team Water, a charity being spearheaded by Mr. Beast. $1 is the equivalent to a year of free water. It's a great cause. I'm gonna keep it real. Well, it should be, assuming there's no caveats or this isn't another save the kids thing. But Mr. Beast actually tried to bait Kai Kai into settling his previous beef with XQC via this charity, where whoever donates more is the richer person. And even Aiden Ross stepped in to say that if Kai donates 400K, he'll match that money. And Aiden also said that Kai really only is donating 300K, because if he donates 400K, that'll settle the money that he owes XQC. It'll be like paying him back.
Oh, okay, but only
What is that?
Kai
Five?
does?
That's 2 mil. That's 2 mil. That's beautiful. I'm locking it.
Hey,
Kai Cenat gotta go 400. I'm in. On God.
Oh my
Locked.
god.
Wait, I feel left out now, bro. I feel like I gotta do
So
something.
you come on in, jump on in. Let's all come on, bro. The big five. Start at 5. Let's start.
Real. After that, nobody can say nothing.
And
the Mount Rushmore.
And X, out of that 400K, out of that 400K, 400K, I'm in if Kai does it. I said if Kai does 400, I got 400. I promise. Locked.
Okay. Hey, yo, I need to call Kai.
Call him up.
We got a lot of clean water riding on Kai.
And honestly, that's pretty fire. It's a lot of money that goes towards people who need it. So when Kai never ended up donating, of course it was gonna rub people the wrong way, especially because he was just flexing his $1,000 stream backpacks and telling XQC he can go watch for watch, house for house, and even million for million.
Chat, in 2025, this is dead as a flex. In 2025, chat, it's dead as a flex. Oh, the TBUs, mud, damn.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I almost, as somebody that loves tech and somebody that like does a lot of looking into all those metrics and stuff and all the gear that a lot of these guys have, man, that almost bricked me up. I'm not gonna lie. Bro had like 10 stream backpacks with the cams sitting on top of them. I'm not gonna lie. I felt some sort of way. That got me going. That got me feeling, man, look.
TBUs.
I gotta be honest.
That's like cameraman. And I know he gonna see this. And
It
don't
is,
try to
it is,
watch flex
actually.
with me, please, because we can do whatever you want to do. Watch for watch, house for house, M for M. I'm with it. You can't do that with me. So don't try to do some. No, I'll fill up my whole arm, and I'm very humble, gang.
And my honest opinion is
That
that
didn't
you
sound
really don't
humble
have to
at all.
donate if you don't want to. However, Kai being the biggest streamer in the world and having all that money, I think there is a certain level of obligation to do something that benefits the less fortunate, especially if you can flex $1,000 items. And once again, I'm not saying that Kai should be forced to donate or feel pressure to donate, but to me personally, it does rub me wrong seeing a millionaire flex all these materials and to be MIA for 2 weeks when niggas asked him to donate clean water. That shit crazy. And that behavior was sure to raise eyebrows, and it raised even more when XQC leaked that Kai blocked him before paying back his money.
Like I said, I didn't want to make it weird. It's just I thought, dude, Kai blocked my number. Fair enough, right? No drama there. Just blocked my number, right? So I can't collect my 100K, which is fine. So I thought, dude, just put it for a good cause. And I thought I'll double that on top of that, right? Just right there. That's already almost 250, 300K right there. Boom.
Blocking someone and not paying them back also looks crazy. And then you see that Kai also didn't want to donate to charity. And then you see him not be able to explain the oddities surrounding the streamers he's personally backing. And then you understand why Kai Cenat is getting all this hate. One of the final nails in the coffin for Kai was when he ignored Jinxie during his Clash Royale collab in favor of IRL streaming, which led to him ending stream early and going to the gym.
That's a yellow button. Click that, and then you copy.
Anybody in the chat want him?
Think about your account.
Anybody?
What do you choose your player name?
He's single. Anybody in the chat want him?
So
Anybody single in the chat? My
What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you talking about? Chris,
In the
dead
chat
ass.
want my man?
Chris, dead ass. Are you dead ass right now? Bro? I don't want to battle, chat.
Are you dead ass right now?
No, it's not me. I'm just saying.
No
my
beef.
man. I'm saying if anybody
No
want my
beef.
man.
Nah, no beef.
all right, can you guys hear me?
I ain't like he tough. I ain't like he fake tough. That I ain't like he.
Let me go see what these niggas is talking about. What the fuck is this? Now chat. What the fuck is this right here, bro? It says static. What the fuck is this? But it's good. All right, chat. I'm gonna go to the gym, bro. I don't even know what's going on. All right, I'm gonna see y'all boys, bro. I tried to set up attorney. I don't know. I'm gonna see y'all boys tomorrow, all right, bro? Peace out. Have a good ass night. Love y'all.
What made it even worse for a lot of people was that Kai only tried to fix it after his chat started spamming L's.
Let's see. Al-Kai. What am I doing? Why does it say Al-Kai? No, tell Jinxie. Matter of fact, no. Okay, yeah. I'm going to Jinxie, bro. Tell Jinxie they had something playing IRL, but nigga, I'm about to do a one-on-one. Tell Jinxie I'll do the one-on-one with him. I didn't want to do the IRL shit. I ain't gonna lie. I told him not to do IRL. Tell Jinxie I didn't want to do. I'm not doing the IRL shit, gang. I'm not. No. I don't have to chat. Listen, lad. No. Tell him come back on. He got on for real. JC, end it for oh God. Bro.
So that's the Kai Cenat hate explained. It's a mixture of an increasing distaste at his seemingly engineered persona, along with his status as a rich person who apparently ignored charity. My thing is that I honestly think the Kai Cenat hate currently is more performative than anything. I do think niggas was just kind of ready to tear Kai down, which, not saying there aren't valid reasons to critique him. It's just that where was niggas when he was doing the weird shit? For example, he was on stream with Chris Brown, a man notorious for violence and even harm against women, but nobody said anything. He made headlines for having a reaction stylist. So what I'm trying to say is that obviously the Kai Cenat.
To be fair, women don't even hold Chris Brown accountable. Well, I mean, beyond the past, like they actually let that stuff be. They let those bygones be bygones. So because of that, I can understand why he would find it acceptable to have him on stream. Cause it would be different if it was like, you know, Diddy and R. Kelly, you know, somebody who like has been controversial and their controversy has been brought out more recently. I could understand like beef that way. But for the most part, he does this sort of stuff because the PR on the person is accepted widely. That's probably one of the bigger issues that he has with like not doing stuff with Aiden, allegedly, of course, because Aiden has his own like previous issues, and Aiden's dibbled and dabbled with a lot of people that socially aren't the most accepted of people. That's just the way of the world, so to speak. But no, I don't think there's too much craziness. It's a little too out up front and irate. At the end of the day, does Kai make content more so for the younger audiences or for kids? Yes. Does he realize it? I'm pretty sure at some point he did realize it, but I think he was already in that globe to begin with. So I don't think it was one of those things where he started catering towards kids. I think that he was just always in that realm of space. And he was like, okay, well, I mean, if it happens, it happens, but that's not my fault, right? I'm making content and people are tuning in. That's all I know. And then it just like, that's just how it spiraled. But that doesn't, the way he handles some of these controversies is more problematic than the actual controversies themselves. I'm not gonna lie.
Hate makes sense. I just think people should have been on his head earlier for different reasons, but it's whatever. That's all I had to say. Subscribe for more unsolicited opinions. Join my membership. Join my Discord. I do want that shit to be active. Y'all
shout out that boy DH, man. DH don't miss. He really my main for real. I'm not gonna lie.